Ladies and gentlemen, nerds all across the world, it is Two Nerds Are Better Than One. We are back. Reintroducing. My name is Ron DZ. We got my buddy Opal.
Mr. Awesome.
Yes, sir. Hi, YouTube. Hi, everybody that's going to watch this. And you know why we're here. I'm excited. Been waiting for this since the DCEU ended. And now we got the DCU to start off with Superman. And let me just say, one thing I noticed that I saw a lot of people didn't talk about when this Superman movie was first announced. It was called Superman Legacy. And when the trailer first dropped, it never showed like the Superman title. It just ended. And then once the movie started getting closer, they just called it Superman. I wonder why they did that for. But yeah, I want to get that out first. But this is James Gunn's version. James Gunn, as people said, let him cook. He does good with comic book characters. You know, I just know him from Guardians of the Galaxy. But it seemed like he has a good plan. I'm kind of nervous with some of the characters he wants to bring out next. Like there's like Booster Gold or something like that. There's like this Universe Cop. But he came out with Superman first. And I will say, I think he did a good job. Not the greatest movie, not the greatest comic book movie, but I enjoyed it. I had fun. Mr. Awesome, what do you think?
I mean, there were parts that I liked, for sure, but there was a lot in there that just didn't feel like Superman to me. Honestly, it didn't. If he wasn't flying around and like had amazing strength, I almost wouldn't have thought it was a Superman movie at times. Like, but we'll get into it. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Like I enjoyed a lot of the movie, but it definitely isn't what I feel should have been done for like the first like entry into, you know, this new DCU. I think it needed to be a lot better. I'm not saying it was like a terrible movie, because it wasn't a terrible movie, but it wasn't a great movie either, to me anyway. But yeah, well, let's get into it. So
yeah, I agree with you. I want to say it's a great movie. And you know, it's I think us critics or us fans, we are very critical when it comes out to these comic book movies, especially like the main ones, like especially like Superman, Batman. It's always like those guys where you're like, yo, you can't mess up on this, because they're like the core of the franchise.
you know what's good about this conversation that we're gonna have though is like it definitely wasn't like a woke movie or anything like that. This is literally just like nerd shit movie that we're gonna nitpick.
Yeah,
like there's a little bit of stuff in there, but I mean, for the most part, it's a pretty like solid like normal superhero movie. It just, you know, we're gonna talk about the nerd parts that really bother us.
Yeah. So do you want to go into the part that bothered us?
I mean, just run down the movie if you want, like how it starts and stuff like. I mean, I'll just start right here. I can't believe it starts with Superman losing. Like, he's Superman.
Yeah.
You know, at least show me the fight.
Yeah.
Like, he just comes down and he gets just wrecked. I mean, I didn't like how it started.
Now here's my thing, right? I think this is where I'm different from everybody else. I don't want to see what's been done before. I like directors and writers different interpretation on characters. We've seen a lot of, I think I was looking at it, we've seen like 5 Supermans, we've seen like multiples, and not even including the cartoons. We've seen multiple Batmans, we've seen multiple Spider-Mans. So I like directors and writers different takes on characters. So like when a lot of people hated Jared Leto's Joker, I actually liked it. I was like, this is a different Joker. I like it. The one Joker I could care less for is Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Like I could care less. That could be.
Still haven't seen
I haven't seen the second one either. Oh, you haven't seen the first one?
Nope.
Oh wow. Okay. The first one, it could be a movie alone. It doesn't even have to attach Joker to it. It is a good movie. So, but anyways, so even with Zack Snyder's Superman, right? A lot of people didn't like it. I think Doc Black was on here. He's like, "Oh yeah, he killed Zod," and I was like,
I disagree with that. By the way, I really enjoyed Man of Steel. So
"Yeah, I thought Man of Steel was great.
Yeah.
You know, different take. I know Zack Snyder, and again, like I appreciate the way he went with it. You know, we're used to the cartoons, how it's all bright and vibrant and everything, and he took like a dark approach to this universe.
I think the most un-Superman thing that probably happened in the Man of Steel, honestly, is besides him, taking out Zod, what I feel like he really just presented with that situation, you just had no choice. I honestly do. But when he let his dad die, I just don't think he would ever do that. I just don't think.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody recently talk about that. They didn't like that. I didn't see nothing wrong with it.
I just don't think he would do that. I just don't think it's a Superman thing to do. But besides that, I still enjoyed the movie. It's a good movie. So
yeah, the reason why I saw nothing wrong with it because he's like, if he saves the dad was like, if he saves me, people are gonna know that my son has like superpowers, and I don't think the world's ready for it. So let me be the sacrifice.
I feel like he could have done it sneakily though. I mean, he's faster than a speeding bullet, dude.
Yeah, he probably didn't know his powers back then. Who knows? I don't know. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. But going back to this movie, I again, you didn't see it coming. You know, when you see this, I mean, I know for me and you, we knew it wasn't gonna be an origin story, which we liked. We're like, okay, we know his origin.
Yeah, I was okay with that.
Yeah, everybody by now knows his origin. But starting off by getting his ass kicked, I was like, okay, I like this approach.
I'd rather see him do some hero shit in the beginning. Yeah. You know, he's been doing it for 3 years. All right, show me what he can do.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather see that than him just getting wrecked. I just feel like he's nerfed this entire movie. That's how.
Well, James Gunn did say that this was gonna be a totally different Superman. He's like probably the weakest one you guys will ever see. He did say that.
He did, but it just can't. Not with 3 years doing it at this point.
Well, I mean, doing spoilers. You know, Ultraman is in there. And
oh yeah, I put in the title. We're doing spoilers, so don't worry about that.
Ultraman's in there. We find out that Ultraman's the one that kicked his ass, and you know that's just a clone of Superman, which possibly could be Bizarro later on if James Gunn.
What'd you make of that fight too? The first fight that they had when he goes back and tries to beat him.
When Ultraman's in the suit.
Yeah, in the suit.
I was confused. I was confused of how Lex is like, oh yeah, A1, A15. I'm like, that's. Yeah. And then the excuse for it was like, oh yeah, he's a dumb clone, so this is why I have to give him these orders. I'm like, that was kind of like.
I also feel like Superman's smart enough. He's been doing this 3 years now, right? I feel like he's smart enough to adjust to the fight instead of just keep blindly coming at him with punches. Superman can adjust. Like he isn't just I come at you. Like he has amazing flight capabilities, things like I just felt like he was going to start adjusting to that fight. You know what I mean? Like outmaneuver. It felt like he could outmaneuver him in that fight, to be honest. Yeah. The way that the robot thing moved, even though it is Ultraman in it, at the same time he is slowed down a little bit compared to the way that he moved. But he just kept like running into his hands. So I was not a fan of that. I was not a fan of that first fight. I'm like, dude, Superman, I just don't think he would do this.
Yeah, again, like I think for me, why I accepted it because this is a different director. I already know he's gonna have a different approach to Superman. So okay, forget what I know about Superman. Maybe keep his core, but forget what else I've seen Superman do and what I know, and just start fresh. And so when they explain, oh yeah, I studied you for 3 years and I know everything about you, I was like, okay, I guess it's barely acceptable. It's barely acceptable. It could have been a better approach, you know. It barely passed. You know,
you're so nice.
I'm not a hard critic, so. But anyways, yeah. He gets beats up. He goes to his Fortress of Solitude. Is that what
Yeah.
it's called?
Yeah.
We see Crypto early. Basically what you see in the trailer is what you the like one of the first trailers is beginning of the movie. He gets healed up. He comes back, fights again, loses. Does he lose? Yeah, he loses, which is like if this happens with Ultraman, he has no chance with but Doomsday. You
Oh,
know.
that's. I mean, now hopefully that's a long way off. But yeah, he has absolutely
Yeah.
no shot. Even though he beats one of the people the same way that he beats Doomsday later in the
Right.
movie.
So there's that, right? Then what else we see? Is it after that? He we see the Clark Kent. He tells it to Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes to Clark Kent. You see him at the Daily Planet.
Yeah, because he basically feels like he's already got enough. So he just leaves at that point.
Yeah, and we see that Lex has is it called
It's a pocket universe.
Okay, I was about to say a parallel, but yeah, a pocket dimension or pocket universe. Which was it was okay. Well, that's
Weird.
one thing I wrote. That's one thing I wrote in my notes. It's like I think James Gunn introduced a lot in this movie. I already thought that when we saw that there was gonna be Supergirl in here, there was gonna be Lantern, there was gonna be Hawk Girl and Mr. Terrific. I was like, oh yeah, this is a jam-packed movie. So
Jam-packed is correct.
Yeah. So the way I looked at the Pocket Universe, what's the other thing they have that like the Justice League send their enemies to? It's called something else, right?
Oh, I don't know what that is actually.
Yeah, they have something.
I know
something
Marvel's
similar.
got like that thing that's underwater, but I don't know about DC.
Oh, Justice League. Okay, so Justice League, they have this this other dimension thing where they use a portal too, and they instead of killing their enemies or superpower enemies, they send them to this abyss. And they have to go through like a portal. So I wonder if
Does Superman develop that? Because isn't that where Zod was kind of locked in?
No, Justice League. I think I'm going off the cartoon. Or I think I'm going off of Injustice, that they send their enemies to this this place. They're strong enemies. If not going to send them to like Arkham or whatever, they send them to this universe. I have to look it up what it's called. But yeah. So that's what else did I put in here? Oh yeah. So we'll go through the movie. We see him. I think this is like probably like the only time he's Clark Kent, huh? Besides the second time he gets beat up.
But we actually,
yeah. So this is the first time we see him Clark Kent. We see him with Jesse. Is it Jesse? Is it Jesse? The kid? Who's
Jimmy Olsen?
Jimmy, not Jesse. Jimmy. So we see him with Jimmy. We see him with Lois.
You gotta put names in your notes, man.
I know. I was close. And then what happens next after that? I think Lex creates a little monster, right?
Yeah.
And puts him in the. So this is one thing I didn't like about the movie, or not. There's one part I didn't like. So you have this monster trampling in Metropolis.
Yeah.
And there's this girl doing jump rope in the middle of all this.
I don't remember the girl, actually. I just remember him running off into the night. Like, that's all I remember.
No. So after the monster runs off in the night, he grows, right? So this is when he's like full form.
Oh, okay.
And so he's messing up the city. And then, Superman, the Justice Gang comes, and Superman saves that little girl, the one we see in the trailer where he grabs her. I'm like, oh, so this monster has been trampling in the city for a minute now, and this girl's still jump roping.
Well, it's Metropolis. People are used to this kind of thing.
Yeah. Stop. See, you're too nice. Dude,
to be honest, though, you'd see people are just still chilling in the buildings and things like that after these things are happening. I'm like, I gotta think, there's some crazy fight going on, and there's a girl taking selfies and this other thing. I'm like, all right.
So, Mr. Terrific, I didn't know that was the guy that played on X-Men First Class as that one.
Oh yeah, he's Darwin, right?
Yeah,
somebody told me about that. I didn't actually recognize it either. Someone told me about it right before we went to the movie. I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah. So that was him. I forget where Hawk Girl played on. Hawk Girl. Did she play on a Scream movie? I feel like she played on a Scream movie, or maybe I'm mixing somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know that girl at all.
And then Green Lantern, you know, he plays in a lot of movies. I know him from
Oh, I mean that's Nathan
the
Fillion, dude.
Rookie.
If you
Yeah,
don't know Nathan
yeah,
Fillion, you need to educate yourself. That's all I gotta
yeah.
say.
So I don't know that version of the Green Lantern, but it was okay to me. You know, I let it pass. Hawk Girl, Hawk. I always feel like I'm saying Hot
You're saying
Girl.
hot girl.
Hawk Girl, I think it was cool.
I didn't like her outfit.
Yeah, I didn't like. I still don't like Superman's outfit. But
That grew on me. I actually didn't mind it. I
I
thought I wasn't gonna like it, and I was like, I respected the red spandex that they put back on him, the way they did
yeah
it. I feel like in the movie the suit. I feel like in every picture the suit didn't look right, but in the movie it looked fine.
yeah like the steals that you see, it looks loose, right?
Yes,
We're
right.
so used to all the other
I don't
Supermans
know
where
if they actually like fixed everything in post or what, but I
yeah
think it looks good on him in the movie. I do, and
right.
I really thought I was gonna hate that suit. I really did. Like I'm like, dude, I don't like this, but it looked good in the movie.
Yeah, so they beat the monster up. He's trying to save it, but I think Mr. Terrific kills it, or maybe Lantern kills it by
By the way,
blowing
dude,
up the
Mr.
insides.
Terrific is like the best part of this movie. In my
Right,
opinion.
right.
He's awesome.
Yeah. And that was a whole distraction because Lex is going to the fortress.
And by the
And I
way,
knew
while
it-
we're talking about Mr. Terrific and all these people showing up, I don't like that literally they don't respect Superman whatsoever. Like he's like, well, what's the situation? Like he's trying to save him, and he's just like, oh, like you're so stupid. Like, dude, it's Superman, man. He's tougher than all of you. Just
yeah.
respect him a little bit. I feel like he's just a joke in this entire movie. That's the one problem that I have.
You know what? You might be right. Yeah.
He is.
I
He's
think,
not.
I think I
even
agree
the
with you.
dog doesn't respect him.
Even his sister, not the sister, the cousin.
Yeah, the cousin
Yeah,
doesn't.
you're right.
That nobody, dude. Like he doesn't.
Except the parents.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't.
Not
we'll
even
get
Lois.
there, but man, I
Not-
hated Mom
not
Pa
even-
Kent.
Not even the Lois. Not even Lois respects him.
No, dude. And the way he acts just doesn't seem like Superman. Like you're about to get into the apartment part, right? Or did you still want to talk about the kaiju fight?
I was leading into when Lex infiltrated the fortress.
Okay, so we're done with the kaiju fight already.
Yeah, but we could jump to the because
I did like when he saved the dog. He not only did he save the dog in that fight and blew him like away because he was smart. Even that little dog didn't respect him either. So he blew him away, and then but also he saved a squirrel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what Superman would do though.
Right.
I'm okay with that. So he saved the girl, he saved the dog, he saved the squirrel. Those are all Superman moments. And then the rest of it was like, whatever.
Yeah.
To me.
We get to the apartment. The apartment scene I thought was very good. You can see like
it
the
was
connection.
for a while, and then he started to piss me off. He started to not act like Superman again. Like when he got way too defensive, and he's just like, "I'm leaving." Like, dude, come on. I don't feel like Superman would walk out of that conversation. I feel like he would finish it. You know what I mean? It bothered me. It did. I liked their communication. I like their chemistry. I think they're really good together. I think they are a good Clark and Lois.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't like how he just walked out like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think that's something Superman would do, or Clark Kent. Do you think he would just walk out of that conversation?
Again,
As a DC expert?
I'm letting as a DC expert, no. And second, I don't think Lois would have drilled him that hard. I think she probably would have respected him.
I don't know, man. Lois is like a dog with a bone sometimes. If you give her the opportunity, I mean, she's tough. I believe that Lois would go after him. I do.
But I've never seen her go at Clark like that. I seen her go after everybody else. Like I seen her do it to Lex. I seen her do it to, but she doesn't do it to Clark.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because it's the first time she actually gets her shot.
Yeah, she's like, really? Right now? Okay, let's do it. He's like, oh, right now? He's like, yeah. Like she's been waiting for this moment. Like I'm ready to fire up. I got all this ammunition. I got kryptonite. Yeah, I got kryptonite bullets for you. Yeah, but I like that scene. I like how it shows like gives like a little backstory to Lois. She's like, oh, I knew this wouldn't work, and she's like, yeah, I'm not good at relationships. And you kind of tell like she kind of puts her work first before like a relationship, or
Which
She'll know how
is
to cut
Lois
it
Lane.
off.
That's
Yeah,
I feel like they did Lois Lane really well.
yeah. Now, I'm gonna watch this soon, but what I wish I could compare it to is that show that just ended, Superman and Lois. Now I want to see how that Lois is, because I seen her
Is
from the
that the
cartoon.
newest animated one?
No, no, no. This is the live action on CW.
Oh, okay.
Like
I heard that was
the
pretty
really
good.
good one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It has some good fights. Like it's a step up from Supergirl. It's like the best DC CW show.
Hmm.
Like the graphics, it's a real good interpretation. And I wasn't too fond of that guy, that Superman. I think his name is Tyler something. Because I first seen him on that show Teen Wolf from MTV, and he's always stuck in my mind as a werewolf. So when they cast him as Superman, I was like, "How's this gonna work?" But then he grew on me. I was like, "Okay." And then got the show. I was like, "Oh, okay." And what's interesting is that he did an interview. He's saying that it was never supposed to be a show. I was just supposed to be a cameo in Supergirl,
Mm-hmm.
and then I guess it just spawned off into the show, and it had like what 2 or 3 seasons like that. Well, anyways,
By the way,
would,
David, Superman again, Clark Kent and Superman, David Cornsweet, I think is he looks like Superman. He does.
yeah, yeah,
They just
I would
didn't
say
write
so.
him like Superman.
Yeah,
And I think he's a good look. I think he's a good looking Superman. I think he's a good pick.
yeah,
So
I
I
would
have
say
no
so, yeah.
issue with the actor at all. I think the choices for pretty much the whole cast is really
Yeah.
good. So
what would you think? What would you think about Lex?
I thought he was, yeah, he's a good Lex for
Any
sure.
um any Lex is better than what the Zack Snyder
Yeah,
Lex. Somebody said that Lex was basically Riddler. I was like, yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
yeah.
The starburst in the
No, I
mouth.
can completely agree with that. He was not a good Lex Luthor. I don't know why they picked him, but I do think that I don't remember his name, but I know he's from the X-Men movies. He was Beast in X-Men.
Yeah,
He's good. He's very
yeah.
good.
So let's jump back to the fortress they infiltrate. I like that girl. What's her name? The engineer. I thought she was pretty cool.
Interesting character.
Nanobites, whatever she has as powers. I thought that scene was cool too. How Lex is just walking through and she's taking care of all the robots and stuff like that. And then they get the message from his parents, and they repair it, because you see in the beginning of the movie that
That message from the parents, man.
the second half was damaged, so like it skips or whatever. And then Lex repairs it, and if you find out that the parents sent Superman there to rule and conquer and stuff like that,
And procreate.
and procreate. Now, I think that was a little too.
Oh yeah, yes it was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would accept it if we found out that Lex altered it somehow, or the engineer altered it.
Never
nope,
says that one
nope.
bit. And
It
even
was- it-
even Mr. Terrifically says that I know these guys. This is real. Like this is a real
Yeah.
thing. It's not altered in any way. All these experts have looked at it. It's not. So
Mhm.
this is right now. This is canon for
Yeah.
this universe,
Yeah,
which is absolutely insane.
yeah.
I remember now. Did you ever watch Smallville?
No.
So in
Couldn't get into
Smallville,
it.
there was a thing where like he got a message from his parents, and it was kind of messed up. Like he was told to more like rule them, not guide them. You know what I mean? But it wasn't like real. There was something about it that was different, and then you find out the real message or something like that. I didn't know if you remembered it, but that's what I thought they would do with this, and they just didn't.
Right. I mean, again, I appreciate and I accepted not Zach, who's this? James Gunn version of this Superman. You know, Zack Snyder, he did kind of like a different version of how Krypton was, and you know, Zod and his parents and that whole species. So this one's a whole new version of it. So I accepted it. I was like, okay. The parent message was, I was like, they could have left it alone.
Remind
but it
me
was
to
kinda-
try to commit this to memory. Remind me to ask you a specific. I have one question for you. I don't want to ask it now. Just say what. Remember to ask me at the end of this. What was my question?
Okay.
At the end
Okay.
of where we're talking.
What was your question? I'm gonna write that down.
Okay.
Okay. Um So yeah, so the world turns on Superman. He turns himself in, and then that's when Lex takes him to the pocket. What's it called? Pocket dimension?
Yeah.
Pocket universe? Yeah.
By the
Oh,
way, at
one
this
thing.
point, did you feel that the movie was flying?
Yeah. Especially, I felt it was flying once he put that kaiju in, and then just start jumping scene to scene, and
This movie
then
was paced horribly, dude. It wasn't
yeah,
as bad as Captain America, but there was a crap ton of cuts. I mean, it was
yeah,
just like jump, 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 jump. Nothing,
yeah.
nothing could breathe. The longest scene might have been between him and Lois.
Yeah, and I think I totally forgot about how, and what I do like is when Superman went to confront Lex about crypto missing.
Yeah,
I like that part.
You
I
did.
thought I did like it.
you
Yeah,
did.
I liked it. I liked it. And
I like how he
think
busted in.
I
and-
like Lex's part.
I did like
Majority.
Lex's part.
Lex made that part.
But I
He's like, "I don't know what
hated
you're talking about."
Superman's part.
He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
But I hated.
He's
Yeah.
like, what'd you say?
Stupid dog with a cape.
that was clear. I like that.
But Superman sucked in that moment. Like he's written horrible. These are not things that Superman would do. I'm sorry. Maybe break into his office, yes, but he would be calm. I don't think he would go all out. He would be like, "Where's the dog? He's just dog, dog." Like I couldn't. I said, "Come on, man, can you just make it be Superman?" Like at this point, I'm getting mad at this movie. At this point, like
I think why it didn't bother me too much because I think in the beginning it lets you know what type of, and again because I paid attention to what James Gunn had said prior to the movie releasing. This is gonna be this is gonna be the weakest Superman you've seen, and you see that. So I think going to the movie, I'm like, okay, he got his ass kicked. He's getting healed up.
okay, it's a difference between being weak and being a bitch.
I'm saying weak in all categories. That's what I mean. Strength wise, emotionally wise, all across the board. I'm like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. Not only is he getting his ass kicked, he's getting his ass kicked emotionally, intelligently, all across the board.
He's such a baby in this movie, dude.
So jump back. They put him into a jail in the Pocket Universe, and who's that guy who is it Metamorph? That's not Metamorphosis. Metamorph is it? What's his name?
Yeah, Metamorpho.
Oh, Metamorpho. He could make a version of Krypton or Kryptonite, and that's how he keeps Superman like down. And I think at this time, what is Lex trying to do? Lex is that's the other thing. That movie's jam packed. The war that's going on between these two countries, the invasion,
it's like
stuff
Bravia
like that,
or something like that.
Yeah, so that's what else is going on. Then you find out that Lex is trying to get his own country and stuff like that. But yeah, then Metamorphoso has a change of heart. He's like, "Oh yeah, go save my son." That happens. They get out.
Well, so let's talk though how we got there though. So because we're almost jumping as fast as the movie is jumping. But so the message gets leaked about to everyone. Like it's all over social media.
Worldwide.
It's everywhere. It's literally like the quickest cancel culture you've ever seen in your life. It's instant basically. Everyone gets this message. Superman leaves. First the Justice. What are they called? The Justice Gang.
Justice Gang. Yeah.
They take him into a building. Green Lantern seals it up, which I like. Thought that was all pretty cool. I like Guy Gardner in this movie. He was one of my favorite parts too. And they're talking about this thing going on, and eventually he just leaves the conversation. And what was it? He basically decides to turn himself in.
Yeah.
At that point, because doesn't he go see his parents?
I don't know if I think he calls him first. He calls him. Martha calls him, right?
Because once he's once he's in the pocket dimension, then it just keeps going forward. I don't think you ever see Mom and Pa Ken again.
Yeah. He calls him. She calls him, and she's like, "Oh." And I don't think you see the father there yet.
Yeah, I think he leaves. He leaves to. Yeah, he leaves the situation, goes to Mom and Pa Ken's farm after that, I believe.
No, I think that's afterwards. I think that's
after the pocket dimension?
I believe so, because he's weakened.
Huh. And so this again, I'm sorry, this movie was so fast. It was really tough to keep up with. Like, but I really, by the way, I'm gonna say this right now since we brought them up. Well, maybe I did, but Ma and Pa Kent are not Ma and Pa Kent in this movie. They're displayed as like stupid, dumb hicks.
Oh yeah.
It really pissed me off. This is where I was like, this movie is just, what is in this guy's head, dude? Like, this is what he thinks of Jonathan Kent, the man who raised Superman, and his mother, who has so many great moments in a bunch of different Superman stories and Superman animations and Superman shows. Like, she's always even keeled, and she's not dumb. Like, the way that they portrayed these parents really pissed me off.
There's nothing inspirational about these parents.
Yeah, they do have one good moment between him and his dad. Like, right, but you saw that moment like way before you saw the movie. It's like in a clip. So I just want to say, man, like, James Gunn does not. I just don't feel like he respects this character in general.
That's a
and
stretch.
There's so
right
many evidence of it too. And we're gonna keep going, but I've pointed out every instance so far. He's made him weak in mind, weak in body. Mm-hmm. He does. The people that raised him apparently are idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
Okay. Sorry. So they get out the pocket dimension. They find out that if they leave the portal open too long, it starts to collapse. So, Superman gets metamorpho.
Yeah, dude. By the way, why would you lock the person in the same exact, like? Can't you keep him a little farther away and still hit him with kryptonite? Or maybe cut off a piece. I don't know. I feel like the person that you don't want to have the person that's keeping him at bay be right next to him so we can like try to turn him to his side. I just feel like it's probably not the best idea. At the same time, maybe it's just the distance. Maybe it can't reach, but I feel like Superman.
But it wasn't at the same time. If you remember, it wasn't like a direct kryptonite. Like, it was like a copy of it. It wasn't like the full source.
Right.
So I
Same
think
thing with the sun too, which I thought was good, by the way. Metamorpho basically, he tries to convince Metamorpho that he can't save his son, and then or that he can save his son because his son's actually like held hostage in like a cell. Right across from him, by the way. But whatever. Okay, the guy who can actually, I don't know, man.
He turned into. Didn't he have like some jets? He turned into like a lot of things.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. But the fact that he could easily just go over there and save him if Metamorpho didn't do what he did is probably not the best idea either. To have the person that, but whatever. We're going with it. But Lex actually does this interrogation on Superman, which I don't want to skip that, because that's actually a pretty good Lex moment in my opinion, where he brings a guy who helped Superman.
Oh, the gun moment! I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, it's one of the most interesting parts in the movie to me, because it's actually like a Lex moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He brings this guy that helped him, some
street
merchant
vendor
on the street or something like that. And by the way, this guy's like a Chad. he actually tells Superman, "I don't have a family. Don't tell him shit. Tell him nothing." Like, I was like, all right, dude, let's go. And then Lex shoots him. He plays Russian roulette with him, by the way.
Yeah.
Which isn't probably the best way to get information out of someone, because you could kill them at any point.
Yeah,
and but whatever. Lex is the smartest man in the universe. I guess
that's exactly what happened. And Lex said, "Oh, damn, I thought it was going to last longer."
Yeah. And that's what triggers Metamorpho to like finally turn right there. A person that he has no idea who it is and everything. But yeah, that's what happens there. I don't know. What'd you think of that scene?
I thought that was a great scene. Yeah. And he's like, yeah. And then after that happened, he's like, yeah, I'll get somebody else to shoot. Maybe Clark Kent. And this is when we find out that Lex doesn't know Clark. And speaking of that, they bring in the glasses, the hypnotizing glasses. they explain why.
That's from what, like the Silver Age or Bronze Age of Superman?
Yeah. I guess that happened a long time ago. Or maybe, but nobody's ever put it into films or TV. But yeah, we come to find out that Superman or Clark wears these hypnotizing glasses.
Yeah, because of I do remember this. So Lois actually meets with the Justice Gang.
Yeah, and it's Green Lantern tells him, right? Not Mr. Yeah, Green Lantern tells him. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about his glasses?
That whole interaction, I laughed pretty hard. I enjoyed
Yeah.
that whole thing. I feel like all the parts with like the Justice Gang didn't bother me at all. I actually really liked them a lot. So
yeah,
ahead,
so
sorry.
back is they get out and and speaking of the kryptonite, this time this disfigures Superman. We've never seen this, I think,
he looks really
in
wrecked.
any interpretation, but this like disfigures him. He looks melted and look like he ages faster. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Little twist on that.
Yeah, and then
But
he doesn't
anyways,
get any strength back, so Metamorpho has to like create a sun in his hand, which I thought was kind of neat. I didn't mind that.
Yeah. So they get out with Crypto, and that's when they go to the Clark, the Kent farm.
Oh, speaking of Crypto, man, we got a great Crypto moment. By the way, Crypto was I didn't think I was gonna like Crypto that much, but I love dogs so much. So, and there was a lot of dog moments, and like as this is happening with Metamorpho and Superman, as they're getting out, Mr. Terrific and Lois Lane leave the Justice Gang to look for Superman. And they follow like his it's not a DNA trail. It's like some sort of nanites or something that he put in his blood.
Yeah,
when
it's come to find out, Mr. Terrific
does that to everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, I do that to everybody.
All nonchalant and everything.
And there's this part too where they're about to get in a ship to go get Superman, and he goes to open his garage, and it takes like
hella long, yeah.
Like an elevator moment, and a lot of people didn't like that moment. I liked it. I laughed.
It's like, yeah, you got a high tech spaceship or ship, and you got the slowest garage.
At least she brought it up.
Yeah.
So just letting it go. So anyway, so they finally follow Superman into the pocket dimension, right? And he's looking for him with his little Mr. Terrific balls, right? So as he's looking for him, you see Crypto's flying around because at this point he's freed Crypto. Crypto, by the way, was held hostage chasing squirrels.
Yeah.
And he was like mind bended. And he gets free, and Crypto's like looking around, and all of a sudden you see him look like right at Mr. Terrific's camera. And it dawns on me like almost immediately, I'm like, oh my god, it's a ball. And he just goes straight at it, just crushes it. So I just want to bring up that was a moment that I enjoyed. Like I said, I didn't hate the movie. There were just some parts that I really disliked.
Right.
Okay, but Crypto parts, I actually liked like all the Crypto parts.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I would.
Yeah, so they get out, they go to Clark farm. He has to rest, get his energy back. There's a part there that I think they could have done without the whole punk rock little segment thing. I was like, that was nothing. So Lois Lane's looking at his room and this and that. He wakes up. I kind
of like that moment. I wish it lasted a little bit longer, but it was kind of cool to see that she sees him more as like a human being that really grew up here.
Yeah.
You know, instead of just as Superman. And Clark Kent, that's really all she knows, right? She doesn't really know any other part of his life. So when she walks in and she's kind of like bewildered about like, oh man, he went to high school and all that stuff. That was okay to me.
And I forget what happens next, because eventually the world starts splitting in half.
Yeah, so Lex needs to get Superman back. He wants to know exactly where he is so he can set a trap for him, which is exactly what they do.
There we go.
So he actually breaks the pocket dimension. Like where it leaks into our world. And all of a sudden there's this like rift. Like it almost like, one of those earthquake cracks. It just keeps going until it almost gets to Metropolis. And as he's at the farm, I believe Mr. Terrific contacts him and he's like, Clark, you got to get here. Because he's about to go help in the war instead. Because there's about to be the war happening. And that's why Lex does this, to kind of get him away from that thing, so the war isn't a problem. He can easily win that war. Instead, he's going to have to go to Metropolis to stop this thing.
Right.
So Mr. Terrific contacts him, tells him he's got to be there. He's like, dude, I got to go to this. He's like, you got to be here. There won't be a Metropolis left to help. Yeah. So that's how he leaves the farm.
That's right.
Meanwhile, there's a war going to be going on in this Bravia place.
Yeah, and then you find out that the Justice Gang actually helps out on the war, and that's when you see the clips now of Green Lantern just popping everybody up and shooting the middle
popping them
fingers
up with the
up.
middle finger. Yeah, dude. By the way, what he says to that kid is great. He's like, there's this kid in the beginning who's like holding up this big Superman flag, waiting for him to show up, and like he's just about to get wrecked, and then Green Lantern saves him, and he's like, "Sorry, kid, Superman couldn't make it. You got an upgrade." And then he starts doing all these fingers and everything, like
Right.
beating up. Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
So then, Superman goes to Metropolis, and that's when he fights the Engineer and Ultraman at the ballpark.
Yeah.
Which was like a quick fight. A quick fight there.
That was a good fight, though. I like that fight.
Yeah.
I was actually, at that moment when that fight was going on, I was like, finally, I'm seeing Superman.
Right. And then they end up like underground in the sewer, and then they end up close to the pocket dimension, and that's when let's
talk about how they wind up in the sewer, though. So Lex has a plan to beat Superman, and it's actually a pretty good plan. So Ultraman brings him down far enough where like he can't move as much.
I totally forget about that whole segment. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a pretty good plan. So he brings him down. He's starting to have a little bit of trouble breathing, and then when he's down, the Engineer actually implants all these nanites down so far that actually they infiltrate his lungs. So they start by going on his face, but then they eventually go all the way down his esophagus and into his lungs. So he's got to get away from that, and the only way that he can think to do that is literally because he knows what up and down is, because he knows where the ground is, where he jumps up. So I can accept that, and because he can't see anything.
Now, can you agree this was a real Superman moment?
It really was, because this is exactly how he beat Doomsday. He basically did the biggest DDT ever. So he goes straight up, and she's basically just trying to distance himself from her, because I feel like if the nanites can't be controlled by her, then they're done. He could just cough them out. Right now he can't, because she's right on him, so she's manipulating them inside his lungs. Yeah. So he goes straight up. Ultraman and her try to track him, because again, if she doesn't, that he'll be able to get him out. So he goes straight up, and then he just right down to the ground, all the way into the subway station, and it basically takes her out, and at least puts Ultraman down momentarily, enough where he can cough out all these nanites. So I thought it was a really good plan. Like a Lex plan. That part, all of that sequence, to me, felt like a Superman movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Like right out of a comic. I would accept all that.
Yeah. And so then you find out that Ultraman is a clone of Superman. And I really thought that James Gunn was going to pull, like, I'm gonna get a previous Superman to play Ultraman, but it was just David Cornsweet or something like that? Yeah, same guy. And then that's when Superman Lex says, "Oh yeah, he's a big dummy, dumber than you." So that's why I have to give him all these commands. And then all these cameras come around, and they're watching the whole fight. And that's when they up in the pocket dimension. Superman's still getting his ass kicked a little bit.
Yep.
But then Krypto comes to the rescue, and Superman has a plan. It's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Superman finally figures out how Ultraman is beating him so bad.
Yeah, brains over bronze. Here, let me call Krypto. And what does Krypto do? The same thing he did to Mr. Terrific's spears.
Get the toy.
Get the toys, yeah. So Krypto starts biting all the cameras which makes Lex able to watch the whole fight.
Yeah, in Lex's office, there's all these cameras of all these different angles, right, of the fight, and all you see is a dog just start coming at each one of them.
Yeah. So Lex can't see nothing, so he can't give out commands.
Yeah.
And that was a great fight there. I especially like when at the end of the fight where he got some like in an arm.
Yeah, where he broke his arm for a moment.
Yeah, broke his arm, and then a bus is coming, and he swings over and let the bus hit him. That was pretty cool.
What do you think about him letting him die though?
He's not really dead, right?
Well, I mean, dude, he's in a black hole. He's basically.
I mean, it's a Krypton clone, so. So, anyways.
That's why I let it go too. I was like, well, I mean, it's really a clone. He probably just thinks it's. But again, I don't know if Superman would actually let that happen.
Right. So then we have the Lex's goons come, the Iron Man people, and that's when there's a great segment of him fighting all of them, him and Krypto. especially when they all gather on him. He does like that little typhoon thing.
Yeah, those people are dead, by the way. I don't care if they were moving on the ground. I don't care if they said, those people are dead. They were way, way up top. He took
held
them
back.
all out, and they fell like 100
They had armor
feet,
on.
like maybe 200 feet, maybe 300 feet from the ground.
They have armor on. They're probably paralyzed. They're probably paralyzed for the rest of their life. Okay. So, but that was a good segment. That I-beam little tornado he did, that was cool.
And then again, we had another stupid James Gunn moment where he can't help himself. He has to make a joke out of everything. Mr. Terrific's like, "What are you doing sitting around?" It's like, "I'm not sitting around. I'm doing important stuff."
Yeah.
He rolls off. I'm like, dude, come on.
Now the part I did like is when
I did like the teeth part, even though it was silly James Gunn stuff. I still thought it was funny.
Yeah. Then we get to Lex is trying to escape, and he sees that Superman's coming. He tries to like bolt to his elevator or her door, but Superman beats him there.
That's right.
And then doesn't Crypto beat him up afterwards?
Well, here's the thing. So here we have a great chance for a Superman and Lex moment, which actually started to go really well. It was, he's arguing with him. He hates him. He thinks him an alien. He's like, "That's where you're wrong. I'm scared. I feel fear. I'm just as human as you," and all this stuff. They're having a good. It's a good argument. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seems like a Superman argument to me, right? And then Lex just lays like a finger on. And by the way, Superman's like invulnerable, right?
Yeah.
But Crypto doesn't care. He just touches him and goes ape shit on Lex. And again, it's like. It could have been an even better moment. Like, he could have gotten through to Lex a little bit more or whatever, but at the same time, I laughed my ass off.
Yeah.
Crypto, it was basically, as soon as he touches Superman, his master, Crypto goes off on Lex immediately.
Yeah, it was basically like a Hulk and Loki moment. I am a god. You are bow down to me and up.
Yeah, basically. And then freaking, and Superman's just like, Crypto, stop. Crypto. This thing is like a menace to.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep going.
So, I forget over there. Should we fast forward to like just the end?
I mean, that's almost the end, right?
Oh, Lois's boss, I forget, knows that they're dating or figure out that they're dating. It's like, oh, so how long that been going on?
Oh yeah, they have a good like Lois and Superman moment actually. Yeah, they go into a building and they kiss and raise up. Yeah.
One thing I forgot was which was very funny. I like the whole every part of it was Jimmy and that girl that worked for Lex.
Yeah.
How she's just like,
that's how they found out, by the way, he was in a pocket dimension. So Superman volunteers to
turn himself in after the message was released.
After the message is released,
and
to kind of clear his name, and then he's gone. So yes, go ahead. Sorry.
And Jimmy, I think during the half of the movie, you see that he's like in contact. He has a source, and the source is the girl that works for Lex. I guess it's Lex's boo and everything, but you can tell she's not really happy, and she really likes Jimmy, and she wants to be with him after everything's done. So she's the one that's feeding him all this source. And so Jimmy finally says, "Hey, look, I need you to know where Superman's at." She's like, "Okay, I'll get you the information." And she does something very clever. She does it right in front of Lex that Lex doesn't even catch it until like it's too late. She's taking all these selfies, but the selfie she's taking in the background is all the information Jimmy needs.
All his plans.
His plans and everything. That's how he finds out that Lex is trying to take over that one country. That's where the pocket dimension. So that's how they found out all that. And then, she really wants to be with Jimmy, and Jimmy's like, sure, why not? Doesn't really want her, but he's like, I guess I have to, But Lexi is put away. We go back to the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, because as soon as the Crypto thing happens, basically the news story leaks, from the Daily Planet about everything that Lex was actually doing and how he was behind the war and everything. So he gets put away by the government.
Yeah, I thought that was those extra characters that were in the Mr. Terrific's ship. Mm-hmm. Like there was the black guy, then like the Asian girl with the glasses. I like
Perry White. Yeah.
Perry White was the boss, but there was another black guy in there. And then the other white, I think it was an Asian girl with white hair. There was two other people that like
Oh yeah,
wasn't
yeah, I
really
remember her.
needed.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
what
her.
really needed in that scene?
No,
Because Jimmy was there. Jimmy's the one that leaked the story, but those other two characters that went in the ship, it was like, what was it? What were they there for? Who knows? Whatever.
they're
But
just a
anyways,
part of the daily plan.
yeah, we end up back at the Sorcerers of Solitude, and um, he's like the robot in the beginning of the movie. Says, oh yeah, you want to see messages of your parents? It makes you feel better. But this, and it will show his real parents, his biological parents. But
Yeah,
this time, it was his, I guess, foster parents
yeah,
that
Mom, Pa,
showed
Ken.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I know this wasn't an end credit, but Supergirl
No,
comes
it's
back.
right at the end. Yeah, it's not an actual end
Yeah.
credit scene, but yeah.
There's no end credits, so you guys just walk out. Okay, there's no end credits. Worth saying for. But anyways, Supergirl comes. I guess she gets drunk off of Red Sun. Was that what it was?
So if she's around a red sun, yeah, she
It
can
makes
get
her drunk.
Well,
Yes.
she can actually drink alcohol.
So what happens that there's a big old crash, and she looks like a wasted,
Yeah.
not even 21 teen. Like she's probably just 20, but she's like wasted and everything. She's like, "Why'd you move the door?" And he's like, "Oh, I had an infiltration, so I had to move it."
Then
And
she
she's like, "You
calls
got my
Superman a
dog?"
bitch,
Yeah, yeah.
which I
And she's
didn't
like-
like, but I'm
That's what I
interested.
said, nobody-
But honestly, though, I'm interested to see like a Spider-Man Homecoming type of Supergirl movie.
I see what you're saying.
I think
Yeah,
that because that seems like what she is. She's definitely in her infancy.
yeah,
Of being, she's not even a hero yet at all.
right.
she's kind of
wearing the
Kind of
she
a
has the-
degenerate.
yeah, she has the uniform on, but
Yeah.
she looked like she hasn't saved anybody in her life, but
Yeah.
it looked like she's been partying. Maybe she's wearing the symbol just to get some
Yeah.
clout.
So
or
I don't know
whatever.
how it's gonna go, but I that's an interesting idea to me.
Yeah. So kind of find out Crypto's her dog.
Yeah.
And the reason why Crypto's so out of control because she lets him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's never had discipline in his life.
Yeah, that was it. So yeah, I overall liked the movie. I of course there's some stuff I didn't like. And then after what you're explaining that he was a bitch, nobody respected him. You're like, yeah, you know what? You're right. A
Yeah.
lot of people didn't respect him in this movie. Not even his
No.
cousin.
He was a joke.
Yeah. So,
Now
but
that gets me to my question. So, what was your, besides Superman, which I doubt it was your favorite anyway? What was your favorite characters in this movie or character?
Lex.
Oh, really?
Lex. Mhm.
Okay. Well, I was just curious.
Yeah, definitely Lex.
I think James Gunn did everything better except for Superman. I feel like he easily did the Justice Gang good because that's his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Lex I thought was okay, wasn't great, but you know he was. I think the actor did really well for what he was given. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I gotta talk about those monkeys. The monkeys that were doing social media stuff.
Oh.
When he goes into the pocket dimension, you see that because in the conversation that they have in the apartment, they're talking about all these things that Superman doesn't like to be called.
Yeah, all these bots and
Yeah, apparently you find out that the people that are doing these social media things are like brainwashed monkeys or something like that in the pocket dimension. Pretty ridiculous.
yeah.
That annoyed me too. But anyway, I feel like James Gunn knew how to do everything good except for Superman. And what bothers me is that this is a Superman movie. Maybe he wasn't the right guy to do a Superman movie. You know what I mean? Like, but I liked all his surrounding characters. But why don't I like the main character?
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what was bothering me about this movie. Like, I'm like, okay, there are some good parts, but everything that has to do with like Superman and how he's been raised and basically what his personality is made into a joke.
Right.
And that's why what's your rating on this movie?
I think I gave it a 7.8.
5.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
You've been a hard critic for the past year.
I mean, dude, he's just
year or two.
You got to admit this. I know you say because James Gunn did say this and it's gonna be that, but dude, it's not Superman. It's just not.
Like I said, I like you should be surprised because like I said, I like the Joker from Jared Leto.
Yeah, that's true.
I like it.
That's true.
Yeah, so you shouldn't be surprised. I actually thought Morbius was a good movie. I actually finally saw Craven. Horrible.
Horrible. Craven
Horrible.
was so bad. Dude.
Madam Web was horrible.
Madam Web though is funny horrible. Madam Web is so bad it's good.
Venom 3 was horrible. It was the worst. I will never see it.
I don't think I can see Venom 3. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can. Even the
Ironheart
trailer made it look so horrible. Oh, Ironheart's a fucking joke, dude. I never saw that. I've seen every review known to man. I will never watch that show. Never.
Ironheart is almost up there with.
She's a criminal.
Yeah.
She's
the Ironheart in Black Panther is not the same Ironheart in her own show. It's like a totally different person. It's crazy. And I'm not gonna say. I think I was more irritated with Miss Marvel. Like I didn't like her at all, the character. But Ironheart was just written bad, and I was let down because she's supposed to have a suit of armor. We should have some good action scenes. I think the only good action scene was when they're in the tunnel, and she had to go underneath. That's the only scene I actually liked.
You actually watched the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing.
Oh, I feel so bad.
I knew it was gonna be bad once they released all the first 3 episodes in the same day, and the next week they released the rest of the 3 episodes. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be bad.
Dude, I saw this one thing that where right before she gets kicked out of school, and she's talking about like, why would I go to a job where I can make a ton of money? Because I got to be stuck in some small office in Palo Alto, trying to. Oh my God! Pretending to live like a boss or something like that I don't like. You want me to be small, but not fuse.
Yeah. I want to build something iconic.
Oh, you're such a badass, aren't you? The fact that you won't take an adult job. You're so great. You're
right.
You're such a good example. Like, I guess because I'm an Amazon delivery driver, I'm small.
Yeah.
I'm a piece of shit.
The whole fight in that diner was stupid. You have these 2 twin fighters. You got the pyromaniac. We got the brother. Was it a sister and sister? Or sister and brother? It's a sister and sister.
I don't know. Like I said, I've only seen like reviews and stuff, but man, this show looks so bad. And I mean, it's not just the casting. It's just I feel like the writing in general is just really bad, right? I mean,
yeah. And then we get, I forget his name, Sasha something. The Bruno.
I heard he's actually the best part. I actually heard he's pretty.
He actually played a convincing Mephisto, I guess you could say, in human form. So he actually was good. He only shows up in the end of the movie. And then at the end of the movie, she makes a deal with him. And I'm like, oh my God, did you not learn anything in this whole show? Oh yeah, it was horrible. The love interest was not needed. It wasn't even like a love interest. It was like, I want to say I like you, but I can't say I like you, and it was not needed. It was bad. As much as I wanted this show to be good, it was not good at all. I have to admit. This is right there with Miss Marvel. This is
oh, Miss Marvel. Oh.
This is right there. The bottom three is Miss Marvel, Ironheart, and Secret Invasion. I think because of the disappointment, because we wanted so much out of Secret Invasion, and it was just a letdown. And that's how I feel about Ironheart. And we're not even gonna get Armored Wars. I almost feel like maybe we shouldn't, because how these series are becoming. We're like, yeah, this is not looking good.
I know, man. It's so bad, right? I don't know.
I mean, Thunderbolts was barely good.
I like Thunderbolts. I said I did.
Captain America was barely good. It's like, oh man, and we got Fantastic Four in a few weeks.
I got tickets to that. I'm gonna go see it that Saturday.
I stopped watching trailers. I'm like, yeah, I hate to see like everything is you can take all the trailers and probably make out what's gonna happen. But I stopped watching it. Stopped watching the trailers. We'll see. So after what, Fantastic Four, is it Doomsday?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there can be anything after that. I think that's got to be it. So it's gonna set everything up. Which I mean, my guess is, I mean, it looks like they already spoiled the ending, but you never know. But it looks like they're gonna lose and they're gonna run away to the Thunderbolts universe or New Avengers universe.
But you know what? One show was good is off of Marvel's and DC. Did you watch the new Predator series on Hulu?
No, I wanted to though. That actually looked kind of cool.
It's dope. It's dope.
Okay.
Yeah, and it ties into the previous Predator movie, Prey, and I guess it's going to tie into the new Predator movie that's coming out.
I actually liked Prey.
Yeah, Prey was good.
Yeah,
Prey was good. I bet Fox was shocked. They're like, "Man, we could have put this on theaters." Put this. But yeah, the Predator movie was a killer of killers. It was actually dope.
What do you think this movie's gonna do now that you've seen it? I gotta be honest, I can't predict it because it's actually getting received pretty well. I think it's more made for kids.
What are we talking about?
Superman.
I
think it's, I mean, especially with the dog and everything being a focal point and, you know, a lot of silly moments and stuff like that, whether you like how they did Superman or not, kids aren't gonna know that. I feel like it's more for like families.
Definitely.
I can't tell if it's gonna get legs or not.
I think it is.
Do you think it'll hit 800?
I think they're saying right now. I think it will. Yeah, definitely. I hear that it's going slow internationally.
Yeah, I heard that too. It's not even doing as good as Man of Steel did.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it is. Oh, one thing that we didn't mention, and this is something that you probably missed, or maybe you did, but I know you didn't watch Creature Commando.
Yeah, I still haven't watched that.
But the guy that was in the like defense secretary, whatever, Flag.
Oh yeah, I heard that they used him again, but his hair was blonde before or something like that.
Yeah, it was like grayish or whatever in the cartoon. But that's supposed to be. Oh, speaking of that, we have a Peacemaker who made a cameo.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed that.
I know a lot of people were thinking like, okay, is this a reboot? Because if it is a reboot, are they going to keep Peacemaker in there? But we knew like James Gunn made Peacemaker, so he like kept him. So that's going to be interesting how he like puts that in.
I liked Peacemaker. So
yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah.
But yeah, Flag is supposed to be the father of the Flag that died in Suicide Squad.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, I thought they just recast him.
No. Is that supposed to be his father?
Okay.
So, and that's why I said you should. Creature Commando is a good show, good cartoon.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, is that all I wanted to talk about? Yeah, Ironheart. What were we talk? We were supposed to discuss something.
Where were we?
3 weeks ago, like 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago, we were supposed to do a podcast and we just never got to it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What was it about? Let me look at a text message.
No, we don't text too much, so should be able to find
it. Let's see.
Oh, Andor season 2.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be honest. You have to take this one away. I saw bits, like every episode I saw bits and pieces. I don't remember how he got KS. I don't remember how I didn't see how he got that.
Oh man,
I saw
it's been a while now, but I remember really liking it. I think I sent someone else my thoughts. Hang on. Because I mean, I basically said, I'm pretty sure what I said is Andor season 1.
I think you said this to me. You said you enjoyed number 2 because it leads right into Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue One.
Star Wars, Rogue One, yeah.
I feel like as a whole, I think Andor season 2 is like the second half really like got moving, but as a whole, I think Andor season 1 was probably better.
Like consistently?
Yeah, but season 2 actually the story is better, I think. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like as like a whole, like how it moves is probably better on season 1, but the end of like the back half of season 2 is really good. So like They're both really good though.
Yeah.
I like them both. So, can't remember what I did though.
Yeah. I think you sent me that text. That's how. Let me see what you said.
Oh yeah, here we go. I think as a whole, season 1 is better, but if we are talking about like the back halves of season 2 is better. It leads into Rogue One perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah.
Definitely check out Andor season 2, for sure. I started a new show, by the way. I haven't finished it yet, but I don't know if you have Paramount Plus, but dude, Mobland is good.
I heard that.
Mobland.
I heard that. Is
really,
that with
It's an awesome cast, dude. It's got Tom Hardy, it's got Pierce Brosnan, and Helen Mirren.
Okay, no, I think about a different show. Okay, I got Paramount Plus.
Definitely check out Mobland.
Cool.
Don't watch it around kids though. It's a brutal show.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yep. There's a show I would start watching. I forgot. I watched the whatchamacallit. I watched Devil May Cry on Netflix.
That was
not
okay.
That
good. Yeah.
That was okay.
It didn't even feel like it was Devil May Cry. It felt like it was the lady show.
Yeah.
They focused way too much on her.
Right.
Way too much on her. It wasn't Dante's show. That kind of pissed me off.
Yeah, she had just as much screen time, maybe even more. Yeah.
More.
I watched Tomb Raider. That was kind of that was all right.
You watched Tomb Raider?
Tomb Raider? They have a Netflix show, cartoon show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's all right, huh?
It's all right. Yeah.
They ruined her, didn't they? They didn't.
Yeah, they did. Because I'm still not used to the newer Tomb Raider, like the reboot. I'm so used to the old one with the 2 guns and stuff like that. Even though that the games are great, I'm still not used to.
I did hear those Tomb Raider games are good. Yeah, that's done by what? Is that Square that actually does those?
Maybe, but if you like,
somebody took over that wasn't Eidos anymore. It's somebody else.
Right, I forget. But if you like Uncharted, you'll definitely like these Tomb Raider games.
I love the Uncharted games.
Oops. What other shows I'm watching? I think that's it. I've just been playing games. I'm finally playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Finally. And the only reason I'm finally playing because I finally got my memory stick from TikTok.
Speaking of Final Fantasy, man, I'm so freaking stoked for Final Fantasy Tactics.
Was it a remake?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I heard that was a good game.
It's the best Final Fantasy I've ever played in my life.
I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
And here's the crazy part too. Like the source material for that game is gone. So they basically just redid the game again. Even though it looks like that old graphics, they rebuilt that entire game. And they put the story is so good that I'm actually excited to see if they can get like the right talent, the voice acting in it to like more feel like what happens in the. I'm telling you, man, you got to play it. And it doesn't even matter if you don't
I'll play the remake.
And it doesn't even matter if you don't like the gameplay because the gameplay is weird. It's like a chess game. It's like a RTS.
Yeah, almost. I've never been too fond of those chess games.
It's not my type of game whatsoever. But I pushed right through it because the story was that good.
Yeah, what's that famous game series of game that's on Nintendo? Like the 3DS.
There is a Tactics on 3DS too.
Is it Emblem?
Oh, Fire Emblem?
Fire Emblem, yeah. Ain't that like a chess game too?
I don't know. I never played those games.
Okay.
I thought they were just regular RPGs, but it could have been like that. It's possible.
I think it's like a chess thing. Never got into it.
But this is good. I'm telling you, you got it. You got to play it.
When does it come out?
September 30th.
What do you think about Xbox firing all these people?
I'm not surprised. Dude, they've just been putting out flop after flop, man. I think, don't know what was that one? The vampire one was such a disaster from what I heard. That was a big one that they were supposed to have a win, and instead it just went down in flames. And you don't even know the name because it didn't sell well at all. But they put a lot of money into that game that you have no idea what its name is.
Yeah, I don't know what's really going on. I just heard that Xbox been laying off a whole bunch of people.
Well, I don't think they're going to be making systems anymore. I think they're going to focus on games only. They have like the portable system that they're working on right now.
Oh yeah, I saw that. And then
but I think that's it. I don't think they're really going to be doing consoles anymore. I think
that's been a talk for a while.
Yeah, I think they're better off just going the Sega route.
And when I saw Forza is available on, I think Forza isn't like Gears of War available on PlayStation now,
or it will be at some point.
I think Forza is already.
Okay.
So I think I think Gears of War is already like about to be ported.
I mean, I'm not surprised whatsoever. I mean, you gotta. Yeah. I mean, we were talking about this before. We were like, if there was a Halo, remember I was like, if a Halo came on PlayStation, would you get it? And I can't remember your answer anymore, but I mean, I asked you that for a reason because I think eventually it's gonna happen. Speaking of cars, did you see F1?
No,
dude, F1 is so good.
Really?
Yes.
It's
so good. And if you go, please, if you can, find IMAX tickets because it's like you're in the freaking car, dude. It's good.
Like Top Gun.
Top Gun Maverick's hard to beat, dude. Like, I mean, Top Gun Maverick is like a 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? Like,
I was surprised that Top Gun Maverick was so good.
I was really surprised too. I was
sequels come out after so long, you're like,
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I was really surprised I liked it as much as I did, but I really liked it. But F1, yeah, dude. And it's not even like, and I mean when you feel like you're in the car, like you hear like the announcers and stuff, but you hear the announcers like you're in the race, like it's echoey and stuff, like it's kind of muffled a little bit. Like, I mean, every time they showed the scenes in the car, I was just like, yeah. I was waiting.
Yeah.
So excited. And I mean, Formula 1 is kind of a boring thing to watch, but they definitely got all the right timing and the story, and it's not like making something totally unique. It's just it's kind of unique for our time lately that something's been written so well. You know what I mean? A fun, feel-good movie. And it's good. I'm telling you, you should really see it.
Because I didn't bother to go. Are you gonna say? I'm about to say Days of Thunder.
Yeah,
that's what made me like Tom Cruise. I was like, Top Gun.
If you like Days of Thunder, I think F1's better.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was gonna say because I didn't see Gran Turismo.
I haven't either, and I looked for that, but it's not free anywhere yet, so I have to wait. But I do want to see it. I heard that was decent.
Yeah, Days of Thunder is my shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched Days of Thunder right after I got out of F1.
Cool. Okay, I'm in IMAX. Okay, I'll go do that.
Please, and do yourself a favor and enjoy a movie. Through and through, not just like I like this part, I like that part, didn't like that part.
I think the last thing I want to talk about. Are you a big? I know you like Godzilla Minus Zero, but
I love Minus One.
I said -0.
That might be one of the best movies I've seen in a long time.
Are you following the other ones, like the legendary Godzilla X Kong New Empire?
No. I stopped after the second one of those. I don't think I could watch the next one. It's getting too bad. I mean, maybe if I was really hammered, I
love those movies, like Godzilla X Kong New Empire.
But do you only enjoy the parts where they're fighting?
The whole thing is great.
Really?
Have you seen it?
Not the newest one.
No, you haven't seen it. The newest one is like probably the most screen time the kaijus have, or Titans they call them. Most. Like this is the movie. This is the movie that has like less humans, more Titans.
All right.
And it works. I think it works. The only thing that I know that you'll probably like point out is like there's a point to where there is so much no humans that the scaling of the Titans look like normal animals.
I don't know if that would bother me. It might. I don't know. I just don't want like a bunch of shitty acting and weird stories and stuff.
No, it's good. But I bring that up because I guess they're coming out with another one called Supernova, and people are trying to figure out, and they came out with like a teaser for it. But we're trying to figure out who is the villain for this one. Some might think it's Gigan, whoever. But I like the Godzilla. I'm a big Godzilla fan. I wish they would do a Gamera movie. You ever heard of Gamera?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they would do something with that monster, but we'll see.
I mean,
only
like
hope.
the first Godzilla that was done, the one with I think Aaron Taylor Johnson was in it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I like that one, and then
They said Godzilla had a screen time of 14 minutes in that movie.
yeah, but it was still a good movie.
It was still a good movie, yeah.
But the problem is like these other movies that came out after that were like, you know, the mishmash. Those really weren't the human parts really weren't that good. You know what I mean? It was just the fights. And
Yeah.
like I don't know, man. I want a little bit more of it. Tickets are expensive. I'm not.
Yeah. The Superman movie, yeah, they were $20 each for IMAX.
But you're right. I mean, I should watch it for free now on HBO Max. I should.
Yeah.
At this point. But
I think it's on Netflix right now. But yeah. But anyways, we are running out of time, guys.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, guys, like I was saying, it's always a good time catching up with y'all and Mr. Awesome. Be sure to subscribe to us. We're gonna have more content coming out.
It's good talking to you, man.
Yeah, tickets are expensive. We'll probably be back. We will be back for talk about Fantastic Four.
We definitely will. We both have tickets already, so we will do a pod at some point after that.
Yeah, around that, yeah, guys. But yeah, tell us your thoughts. Did you guys like Superman? And I want to know. Please,
did you
comment.
think that James Gunn was the right guy for the job for Superman? I would like to know your thoughts on that.
For Superman, that's a good question. Are you asking me that or are you asking the audience?
I'm asking the audience that because, like I said, I feel like he did everything else well except anything that was related to Superman and his character.
All right. The other question I want you guys to know, ask is, what has been your favorite Superman? Is it Henry Cavill? Is it Christopher Reeves? I know Christopher Reeves is probably on top of everybody's list right now. Is it the other guy?
Reeve is probably still the best Superman just because of how not only did he did Superman, but his Clark Kent was epic.
Yeah. Yeah, so let us know who's your favorite Superman, who's your favorite Clark Kent, or do separate. Who's your favorite Superman? Who's your favorite Clark Kent? Because I think we both agree that what's the guy that played in the Batman? He played a good Batman, but didn't play a good Bruce
Robert
Wayne.
Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson, yeah.
Yeah.
We like he's a good Batman, but yeah, we don't know about Bruce Wayne.
The problem is that when he played Bruce Wayne, it was still Batman at that point. He didn't really learn how to play the game yet.
Yeah,
because he was just focused on the mission. So we really don't know how his Bruce Wayne's really going to be because Bruce Wayne is basically really Bruce Wayne is a fake personality, and he only needs to use that when he's like meeting people and entertaining guests and things like that. And in the Batman, he's a loner. He doesn't meet with anybody. Like there was one time where he went to a funeral. That was it. And you're supposed to be kind of quiet and not talkative at funerals, you know? So it's like, yeah, we'll see what he really does. Like the next one will probably be the real true test if he's a good Bruce Wayne or not, because he knows that he has to play both parts to keep doing what he's doing. Right.
All right, guys, we will see you on the next one. Once again, I am Ron Deasy and my buddy pal over here.
Mr. Awesome.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Later, guys.